a concern that I have had is in relation to the Zika virus. I'm supposed to be getting a briefing from the Ministry of Health in relation to exposure in the city, but the drainage concerns and the puddling of water throughout the city is a serious factor for multiple reasons, and you see it when you're talking about the incidence of dengue or something like the Zika virus, which is in part transmitted by mosquitoes. So that if you have water in open areas, in drains or in residents or in a pothole, for example, and that continues to be a breeding ground for mosquitoes, it could assist with the proliferation of a virus if in fact it comes to Belize City. So that's a risk that we are talking about, and that's a risk that we will work with in relation to the various entities that have charge or jurisdiction over that, because there are some things from a public health standpoint that we could advise members of the public on. If you have, for example, canisters in your yard with water, make sure that they're empty. If you have any area that you think could be a breeding ground for mosquitoes, make sure that that's clear. Even if you have a difficulty with your drainage, report it to the city council, or if you notice that the city council is slow, which is oftentimes the case, see if you can do whatever you can to make sure that that water is flowing, because the response to Zika, if in fact it does become a public health concern or crisis in Belize, if there's a incident or so forth, particularly in Belize City, that will take a community response. And I think the community needs to be guided in relation to what steps can be taken, even at this early stage, in relation to gaining information and in relation to ensuring that there are not any spawning grounds for mosquito, not only for this but for other concerns. I mean, dengue and other kinds of diseases that